ratio of Mary's age to her mother's age now is 1:4. 5 years later, 5 years later means what? Mary plus 5, the mother plus 5, right? Okay, so it is exactly the same amount of time. The ratio of Mary's age to her mother's age will become 1:3. How old is Mary now? Now for this one, this type of question is very, very common. And it's termed as one of those killer questions. The killer question for this one, a lot of students are unable to do it. So I'm going to teach you the way to handle this type of question. Now, let's just draw the model for this one first. So Mary and the mother. So the Mary, I'm going to put M, the mother, I'm going to put MT. Okay? Mary, mother. Mary is 1:4. So it's 1:4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I add on a certain amount over here, the ratio will become 1:3. Now, the 1:3, right? If you watch my previous video, I would have taught you how to do ratio conversion. 1:3 can be 2:6. It can be 3:9. It's exactly the same, right? Because this is 3 times as small. This is 3 times as big as this. This is 3 times as big as this. This is 3 times as big as this. It's still the same ratio. Now we want to convert this ratio 1:4 to the extent that if I add one additional unit, the ratio will become either one of these three. Okay, so let's just try it out. If I were to add in one more unit over here, what is the ratio now? The ratio now is 2:1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Now it's 2:5. Is it any other ratio here? No, right? It's not. Okay. So since it's not right, let's redraw another one. Mother, Mary and mother. Now instead of using 1:4, right now I'm going to use another one, which is 2:8. It's the same order. It's the same ratio, right? 1:4, 2:8 is the same ratio. Now let's start drawing again. So I'm going to draw 2 units for this one, and then I'm going to draw 8 units for the mother. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm using this one. If I add in one additional unit for the 5 years, what is the ratio now? 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. See? I got it already. Okay? So what does this tell us? It tells us that this 1 unit is 5 years. So we are now, just to recap, we are using ratio conversion. We are converting from this ratio to this ratio, and we are trying out different models to see whether we can get this ratio. As long as you can hit either one of these ratio, then our answer will be correct. Okay? So now that we have confirmed that 1 unit is 5 years old, so how old is Mary right now? Mary is how many years old? We cannot use this model, this is the old one, we have to use this one. So before adding on the 5 years Mary is only 2 units. And we know that 1 unit is 5. So 2 units must be what? Must be 2 times 5 equal to 10, right? So Mary is only 10 years old right now. How do we check this answer? A lot of teachers, when they ask you to check, right, is to check your working. But checking your working checking your working, right, doesn't ensure you get the correct answer. How do you check your working right now? I'm going to teach you. Now, if I put Mary as 10 years old right now, which means the ratio is 1:4, right? So Mary's current age I'm going to put C. Mary's current age is 10. The mother, right, since the ratio is 1:4, the mother current age will be 10 times 4 equals to 40. Since this is the current age. If I were to add 5 more years, right, so it's plus 5 equals to 15, plus 5 equals to 45. Now, I have to check this ratio, 15 to 45. Will it become 1:3? Okay? If I divide this by 15, I'll be able to get 1:3. See? I get the correct answer. So what does checking out the working means? Checking out the working, right, doesn't mean that you check your own step 1, step 2, step 3. No. You take the final answer, you throw it back inside the question. If you take the final answer, you throw it back inside the question, and you get the same information as you get in the answer, in the passage, right? That means your answer is correct. This is what it means by checking your answer. Okay? Done.